Hello everyone, very warm welcome once again to your favorite channel, that is Study IQS English. I am your educator Praveen Mishra. And let's begin today's session, that is the most burning topic of the day. It's about the people of Manipur. Yes, the conflict-ridden state of our country as of now. Manipur, the people inside there, specifically the tribal Naga people, they have decided or they have actually demanded to restore the free movement regime between the India-Myanmar borders. Right? So what is the whole news about? It is about some wonderful extra rich cultural heritage tribes of our state of Manipur as well as other states from Mizoram to Nagaland to Arunachal. They have requested the governor of Manipur to reinstate or restore the free movement regime. And now what is this free movement regime basically? So it is about the movement of the people, that is specifically the tribal people inside the states of our northeast as well as the Myanmar to reach or to go ahead inside the boundaries up to 40 kilometers and stay there for up to nearly 2 weeks without a proper visa. So this is what exactly the free movement regime was. But now the concerns here is, that is the news with regard to the Indo-Myanmar border as well as the demand of the tribes. Firstly, what I would like to mention here before we enter into the further of the discussions, the tribes' demand. Okay, it is nowhere standing on any malified grounds. They have a very bona fide, that is a special, logical and essential reason for their demands basically, right? So as we see the news, this is today's The Hindu's newspaper editorial, okay, that is telling us that about the United Naga Council, okay, UNC, basically what we have got inside Manipur has requested the state governor to please open up or reinstate the free movement regime in the Naga areas on either side of the Indo-Myanmar border. Okay, so this is what basically the demand has come from. And now the concerns or the issues with regard to the free movement. So let's say this is the India-Myanmar border what we have. Okay, so as we can see, 1,643 kilometers of the border it is shared between both the nations. And in India specifically we have got the states of Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so 520 kilometers with Arunachal, 215 with Nagaland, 398 with Manipur and nearly 510 in Mizoram states. Okay, these are the kilometers of borders what we share with the country of Myanmar. Okay, so if I am a tribe, if I am anyone from any tribal community living in either of the states in India, or I am any tribal person from any community from either of the state of Myanmar, okay, but yes, there is a concern. My residential area should be 16 kilometers only from the borderline. So let's say this is the borderline. So up to 16 kilometers this area or up to 16 kilometers this area. If I am a tribal, first of all, living inside here, okay, that is into the diameter of 16 kilometers, then without any visa, without any passport, I can enter the Myanmar region if I am from India, or I can enter the Indian states of Northeast if I am from Myanmar. Okay, so this is what the free movement regime is. Okay, but yes, there is a document required that is known as the pass. The pass, which is valid for exactly 1 year. Okay, allows the people, the tribal people specifically, to cross the borders, go inside the areas up to 40 kilometers only, and yes, they can stay there for up to 2 weeks at a time. After 2 weeks, they will have to return, and then next day once again they can go back. But at a time, maximum residence is allowed is 2 weeks. So here is what the free movement regime, as you can see, okay, members of a hill tribe, okay, from either side of the border, that is India and Myanmar, they can enter there. Okay, those who are residing within 16 kilometers of the area, they can enter the border, okay, having a pass, and yes, stay there as well. And what are the specific communities? What are the specific tribal communities? So these are those communities which are very much close to the mother nature. They provide very, immense amount of contribution when it comes to the protection of greenery, as well as they have got some wonderful cultural traditions as well. So these are the communities, we need to mark the names as well. It is the Tangkhul, Anal, Moyon, Lamkang and Maring Naga. So guys, please once again the name Maring Naga, Lamkang, Moyon, Anal and Thankul. Okay, so these are the tribal communities, those who reside in India, as well as, okay, these are the communities which are also found, okay, into the other areas, that is the Myanmar region as well. Okay, so specifically these are the communities who have been badly affected because of the suspension of the free movement regime. Okay, so yes, once again the border, okay, states specifically Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. Exactly how much kilometers? 1643 kilometers of the border we do share. Now, when we talk about the impacted regions, okay, what are the proper reasons and who are the proper people? So the names, once again, they are clear. Okay, here are they. So please make the names very clear. Maring Naga, Lamkang, Moyon, Anal and Tangkhul. So these are the proper names, the communities which have been impacted. And their livelihoods, they have been impacted as well as per the statements given by the communities. Right? Okay. So UNC noted that the amended passport entry into India rules of 1950 and the Indo-Burma Treaty of 1952. So the two references the people, the United Naga Council has mentioned. What are these two references? Firstly, it is the amended passport entry into India, 1950, okay, and the Indo-Burma Treaty of 1952. It allowed the members of the hill tribes to move within 40 kilometers. Okay, 40 kilometers without visa restrictions for socio-economic reasons, simply for social and cultural exchange, and apart from that, yes, for the sake of the livelihood as well. And once again, when we talk about Article 19 of the Indian Constitution, as per the provisions, I have got the freedom to have any trade, business, occupation, service throughout the territory of India. And when I have got this passport amendment rules as per the Indo-Burma Treaty as well, then it also allows me to go into the other areas as well for the sake of my trade, occupation, business, service, etc. So this is absolute a very logical grievance by the hill community tribes of our country. Okay, and yes, apart from that, they are in a very severe need, specifically when it comes to the state of Manipur. So it has been around 2.5 years. We as a state, we as the nation, we have failed to reinstate the peace and tranquility in the state of Manipur. And now when this demand is here, this demand stands absolutely logical, right? So what are the further historical aspects we need to understand? Majority of the part of our northeast was once upon a time, till 1826 basically you can say, was part of the Burmese kingdom. But it happened during the Treaty of Yandabo, which was signed in 1826, okay, by the British government side, which was represented in the name of General Sir Archibald Campbell, and through the Myanmar side or the Burma side, it was the governor of Myanmar at that time, okay, in the Legaing region. His name was Maha Min La Ko Thihin. Okay, so once again, Maha Min La Ko Thihin, okay, was the name. These were the two parties involved in the signing of the Treaty of Yandabo in 1826, through which, okay, the areas were included into the Indian provinces. And this Treaty of Yandabo also ended the first ever Anglo-Burmese War of 1824 to 1826, right? So the citations, they have got the historical context as well as it has also got the proper legal statute context as well, right? The references as well, that is the amendment of the passport rules as well as the Indo-Myanmar or the Indo-Burma Friendship Treaty of 1952. Right, so this is what the people, they have referred it, and yes, the government on its stand. We have now understood the reasons of the people, the demand. But now let's understand about the government's stand as well, why the government has suspended the free movement regime. The first and foremost reason that comes into the picture is obviously the increased level of infiltration. Obviously, we know it very well, the northeast of our country, it has been badly, negatively impacted because of the insurgency, the infiltrators, specifically the militants. They could be Nepali militants, they could be Bangladeshi, they could be Myanmaris or something related to that. Okay, so first of all, increased infiltration. Secondly, the biggest reason as well, that is the drug trafficking and arms smuggling, simply illegal products smuggling from drug to arms, specifically in the state of Manipur. Then third, what is that? Insurgency activities. Okay, now what we have seen, particular news around 4 months back, it floated that the very people living inside Manipur, and there are some militant groups as well. So as per the reports, though not yet justified, okay, there were reports or instances which were saying that the SpaceX companies or the Elon Musk companies satellite equipments were found inside Manipur, right? So though not yet justified, the news is yet to be justified by the government sources, but yes, there was instances, right? So if there is smoke, there could be fire as well, right? So here what we have got, insurgency activities, and this next one, impact on cultural identity. Because of much infiltrators, because of much insurgency, we have become very fragile now, and it is becoming day by day very difficult for us now to identify the actual Indian communities there, right? So obviously, yes, it is a question mark on my cultural identity. Then the next big reason, obviously, the environmental degradation, obviously because of the continuous transport of people from one corner to another, it is degrading environment. And last but not the least, the very big reason is what? The regional dynamics. Obviously, Myanmar is right now into the military coup, right? Inside Myanmar, we are watching that it has been now more than around 3 years that political and the military coup is going on, and apart from that, a civil war situation has taken place, because of which obviously the regional dynamics, specifically of the Southeast Asia, has changed, and it has troubled the Indian Northeast region as well as the other parts of our country as well. So considering India's Act East policy and considering India's neighborhood policies, okay, we have taken as much as cognizant actions as we can. But yes, ultimately we have to take in care the internal security, sovereignty of our country, and specifically the safety and security of the people in the northeastern regions bordering the Myanmar borders, okay, bordering the country of Myanmar. Okay, so these are the reasons cited by the government to do away or just halt the free movement regime. So specifically when we quote here the demand of the Naga people, the Naga council or the other tribal community, it is also valid, but here the government's concern is also valid. So let's see what the governor as well as the government of India will take into the actions, okay, and whatsoever will be the result, whatsoever will be the output, that shall be shared by us with you. Okay guys, so that's it from now for now in this session into this burning topic of the day, and I hope everything is clear. And if you have any doubt, please do let me know into the comment section, and yes, please do tell me what's your opinion about this free movement regime. Do you think it should be reinstated? If yes, then provide the proper reasons. If no, then also please do cite the proper reasons, and we shall be discussing about your comments into the very next session. Okay guys, so once again, please do subscribe to the Study IQS English channel. As you know it very well, providing you the quality and quantity of the content is only our motto. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. See you soon in the very next session. Good day, take care. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.